Hey, and welcome to this video sharing the best practices around reporting within Tracket, the time tracking app available in the Monday.com marketplace. Once you log some time with Tracket, you can use the time entries to get insights in where your time has been spent on different projects, categories, tasks, and by multiple people. This can be useful for internal optimization, client billing, and overall project management. There are a couple ways to use reporting within Tracket, and I'll cover these briefly. First, there is an integration available that pulls the hours logged within Tracket to a column on a board. Here we see the total hours on the main item that is displayed on this particular item, and you can get these hours here through integrate. Once you go there, you can add a new integration, search for Tracket, and select the one you like to see. And that would then that takes those hours and put them right here. You can use this information to compare it to your planned hours, for example, and then create a formula column to see how much hours you still have left on this task, and if you have already worked too much hours. This tells us a bit about the item, and it's very accessible. You can see right away how much time has been spent on an item. If you'd like to have more detail, you can open the item page, go to Track at Log Time, scroll down, and here we see all hours logged on this item together with the billable hours and all time entries made by different people. We can filter on specific users and also on different categories. This overview can also be exported. If you like to have even more detail, or if you make time entries across multiple boards and projects and like to combine the information logged by different team members, you can go to the time tracking board. And this is the board view of Tracket, which can be added to any board, by the way. Within this board, navigate to Team, which should be accessible once you get the permission level Team Admin within Tracket, and go to Reports. This is really where you can generate all kinds of reports based on the time entries made. There are a couple variables that we can change to get the desired report. For example, let's clean this up to the most basic level. Here we only see the time entries made by me and my team in a specific period of time, as the last layer is displayed as a person. As you can see, within this month, I'm the only one that made some time entries, just 3 hours in the last week of April. If we go to another month, for example, last November, we can select a custom period of time here. By the way, you can also select weeks, months, quarters, years, and any customized period available. And you can see how much time you and your team have spent in this period. With the group by functionality, you can group by extra information. For example, the boards that you and your team log time on, which could very well represent a project, and add multiple groups. Include the items, for example. This tells you how much time you and your team have been spending on different tasks across projects. Use the filter option to get specific in your search, and this overview can also be exported to Excel. With display options, you can select the desired display. So days, for example, that can also be very well displayed. You can scroll throughout the days of the month. Should you like a more visual way of displaying this information, there are Tracket widgets available. They can be set up right at a dashboard. I've selected these 4 widgets for you to give you an example of what these can be used for. Now, the first being the total worked hours per project in the last week, showing us per color every project we have and how much time has been spent on it per day. This tells us a bit about the trend we see throughout the week, and this can also be done for months or even longer periods of time. Also, we have a personal report right here showing all the hours I personally worked per project in this month. Then we have the total billable hours per project in 2022, showing all projects we have together with the billable hours. And we use this to get insight in how much time we are billing to our clients. Lastly, there is an internal team management widget that shows the total hours worked per team. We only have 2 teams, but should you have more, you can add those in right as well, or filter out specific teams. These are just some examples of ways to use widgets to visualize and display information available within Tracket, and you can create any kind of widget you'd like with the variables available. So see if you can create some widgets yourself. That would be the best way to get familiar with this and generate the reports you'd like to have for yourself, internal purposes, or to share with clients. Lastly, there are just a few more reporting features I'd like to highlight that could be of benefit to you. The first being the My Reports feature, which is basically the same feature we have in the team section, which I showed, but then limited to an individual level, showing only the time entries you made as a person, and it can be used for task optimization or seeing where your time has been going as a person. In admin, you can navigate to exports and export a complete CSV file with all time entries that have been made within a selected date range. This is very complete and it contains all information related to time entries within one document, one file. Lastly, there is an API available. If you go to settings, there we have API tokens, and you can use our API to pull data from Tracket and put it in your third-party software or billing software, for example. This allows to automate that process and use that data directly in your billing software to come up with invoices and bill your clients the right hours. So, we've covered the different ways to report your hours that have been logged within Tracket. And hopefully this video gave you all the information and everything you need to know to create useful and insightful reports within Tracket. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a great day.